Let's get ready to rumble!
Been down and out for too long. Nigga, I'm too strong. I'm gon' move on.
Swagger on diamonds just Sakashi trying to pick my brain and judge me like a book. I don't got many likes, but I got a lot of looks. My picture on the news, they trying to label me a crook. They say I do too much, I say I'm off the hook. They ask me where I've been, I say I just came from the hood. Smelling loud off this good, the whole day out in Jug. These niggas wanna go to war, man, I wish they would. Oakland like Baghdad in my neck of the woods.
Rest in peace, my nigga Lil E, man. Out the roots, he let the beats build, bitch, and we never switch. Even if I'm rich, I'll be broke like I'm Mitch. Niggas talking down, but that's headed in the wrong direction. But I knock that shit out like the boxing section, cause they can't touch what they can't see. All I gotta do is be the same me. All I gotta do is keep it G, always be the same me. While I'm solid, boy, they can't change me, no.
What's going on? What's going on, man? We live from the boxing section, man. What's going on, fellas? Hey, man, hell of a night, hell of a fight. Shout out to Devin Haney. Shout out to the whole entire chat. Let me get through these comments. Shout out to my dogs, man. Salute to my brother. Appreciate you for sliding. OG, what's going on? DJ, you already know what time it is, man. You already know what's going on. Listen, hell of a performance from Devin Haney. He did his thing, man. If anybody hit on that performance, man, you blind. You know what I'm saying? Dumb, deaf, and blind. He got caught with one good shot. You know what I'm saying? Didn't hit the ground. He was smart enough to maneuver around for the last couple of rounds. I'm excited, man. I'm excited about Devin Haney. Also, let's not forget about Gary Antoine Russell. Hell of a performance tonight. He got him an easy knockout. Great fight. What's up, my dog Mir, man? You know, town business, man. You know, we in this thing all the way. So, yeah, man, with that being said, man, I'm excited. And with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and put that link in the chat so y'all can beam on in and we can get it in, man. Get it how we live. Yeah, all in all, man, I'm excited. All in all, I'm happy, man. Shout out to G Brown, man. Salute to you for coming through, man. Yeah, all in all, man, I'm excited. I'm happy about the fight. I mean, what more do you want from the man? What more do y'all say? He don't bang. Y'all say all he do is run around. He stood there, punch for punch, swing for swing. You know what I'm saying? He let his hands go. Because he could have played better defense. I'm be honest with you. He could have played a lot better defense than what he did tonight. But I'm happy, man. I'm happy. And if Teofimo Lopez think that he gonna catch him with that same punch, you're high. Now, first of all, he allowed that pressure. He allowed that to happen. But if he wanted to outbox Jorge Linares, he could have outboxed him from the beginning of the fight. Before he started bringing the pressure to him, you could see that he was outboxing him, outclassing him. It wasn't even close. You know what I mean? And he could have kept that same energy, but you know he brought the fight to Jorge Linares. That's the only reason why Jorge Linares was able to get him with that punch. Other than that, man, I don't want to hear nothing about nothing else. Shout out to Big Tank, man, the Sweet Science Examiner. OG, what's going on, man? How you feeling tonight?
I feel pretty good, brother. How you feeling, youngster?
Feeling good. You know, happy to go live with the homies, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, yeah.
Happy.
What's going on? What's going on?
Is that my man DJ?
Already, you already know it, man. How you feeling tonight?
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good, man. Good to hear from you, brother. I ain't heard from you in a minute.
Bro, see that?
Oh yeah, man. I'm always here, man. I'm everywhere like air.
Hey, look.
Hey, look, man. Devin Haney had a masterful performance for the first 8 rounds. In the 9th round, I think he became a little bit complacent. In the 10th round, he got caught and rocked. But what was most impressive about him getting caught and rocked was the fact that he knew what to do. Now, I didn't really agree with the fans starting to boo and all that, but because they don't really know shit about boxing. Yeah, when you hurt, you have to hold on. You have to hold on because he was hurt. And if he didn't hold on, Linares would have finished his ass. But he held on. He cleared his head. got back on the stick in the middle of the 11, and finished the fight strong, in my opinion.
And that hit that punch, and that ref is out of pocket. That ref is super out of pocket. He got hit in the back of the head 100 times tonight, and he never took a point away from Jorge Linares, bro.
Yeah, but we have to look at it for what it is, though. We all knew Jorge Linares will come in there and be dirty. We knew that. He said that. He told you that.
Now, to his credit, he did warn both of them throughout the fight. He kept warning them, because both of them were doing it. It wasn't just Linares, but I think he was about to take a point from Linares at some point in this fight. But I had Devin win in the first 10 rounds of that fight. Easy.
Yeah,
easy.
Facts.
Now, he stepped on the gas about the 8th round trying to get him out of there. I think the first 6 or 7 rounds, he just put on a boxing clinic. I mean, that counter left uppercut, that right hook to the body, everything was landing just smooth. He was putting it, the way he was jabbing his face off. It was amazing, man. It was a masterful performance tonight. And that same short right hand that Linares was trying to land throughout the fight, that's the same right hand that he dropped Lomachenko with. So, you know, it's and I went to Twitter after the fight to see everybody's response. It was like, so y'all gonna ignore the first 10 rounds and say that he's not ready for Teofimo, he's not ready for Tank? Did y'all not see the first 10 rounds of this fight where he barely got touched? Are you kidding me?
Here's the thing, DJ. Here's the biggest thing that I hated about the biased people is the fact that he's not going to fight Teo or Tank or anybody the same way he fought Linares. He's going to have to change it up. He's not going to fight them the same way.
Let me get some shout outs real quick. Shout out to my dog Cam, man. Shout out to my dog JB. Birdman. Salute to my dog Pound for Pound Sports and Entertainment. Salute to God Body Sports and News. Shout out to my dog KJ, aka Kenlo Jones. Man, appreciate y'all boys coming through here, man. Showing love. Go ahead, OG.
No, I said he's gonna fight different because I think this that little touching up he got in the 10th round is gonna make him a better fighter because he's gonna realize I gotta keep my defense tight the entire fight. I can't slack at all. Because Linares damn near got him out of there. Linares rocked him. He was hurt.
He caught it, but see, if you rewatch the fight, when he caught him, the bell was ringing. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's what saved him. Yeah, that's what saved him.
That's the only reason why he caught him. And let's be clear, even after he caught him, he didn't finish the job.
No, because Devin wasn't going to let him. Devin grabbed his ass. He wasn't going to let him finish it.
I just don't like how people praise Ryan Garcia for getting dropped. But you know why? He Mexican. You know what I mean? They love when Mexicans go to war, get knocked down and all that shit, man. That motherfucker weathered that storm, and he showed you he's the real fucking deal. And if
how you gonna praise Ryan Garcia for getting whooped, for getting dropped by the 135-pound version of Danny Garcia? Luke Campbell gets beat by everybody, just like Danny Garcia gets beat by everybody.
Damn, I mean, here we go.
You know Danny Garcia. You know they take turns whooping Danny Garcia's ass at 147. You know that.
That ain't true.
What's the difference between Danny Garcia? Go ahead, Kyle. My bad.
I had him beating your boy Keith Thurman, and I had him beating Sean Porter. I thought he really beat Sean Porter. And I thought that Keith Thurman got to get on that bicycle once he got touched. You know what I'm saying? He got the.
Well, that's Keith's normal. That's Keith's normal procedure. You know, once you touch Keith to the body, he start running. You know that. Yeah, Every fight he's had, he's done that. That's nothing new.
You know, normally I don't call people bitches, but straight bitch.
No, but yeah, I'm with you on. I'm with y'all on that one, though. I'm with y'all on that one. How does Ryan Garcia get praise for getting dropped? And this guy don't get no credit for surviving against a veteran, a tough guy. And check this out, y'all. Anybody who said Jorge Linares is washed, you were wrong. He is not washed.
Devin Haney made that fight.
Yeah, Linares came to fight, man. I mean, It wasn't like the Gamboa fight where Gamboa just stayed in there trying not to get finished. Linares actually came to fight. That's why I say it was a lucky shot because he was trying to land that same short right hand and that same counter left, throughout the fight, and David was not there. He was not there, and he finally caught him at the end of that 10th round. And I disagree with Devin. I think he was hurt. But it might have been like that Zab Judah situation where when Costa Tszyu called Zab Judah, Zab said he was there. I was still there. I wasn't knocked out. I just didn't have any legs. I was trying to stand up and keep going, but my legs weren't there. And I think it was just, it just.
Yeah, I mean, Devin's a pro, man. He lied. We know he's lying. He never hurt me. You a goddamn lie. He hurt the fuck out of you.
Even listen.
Yeah. I mean, he was hurt, bro. He was hurt.
Shout out to Highly Anticipated. Shout out to my dog, the Brotherhood. Let's keep it real though, right? When he got hit with that shot, he was like, okay, he caught me, but he was smiling the whole way to the corner. Like, oh, he got me with one. Okay, you know what I'm saying? But I'm still here. And the difference between him and Zab Judah couldn't finish the fight. What's up, Jay Dixon? Salute to you, my brother. My dog, Big Texas. My boy Cletus in the crib, man. What's going on, fellas? Hey, listen, we're gonna get back to Devin Haney, but hold on, real quick, fellas. We gotta get to this man right here, dog. Real quick. Y'all forgive my lack of preparation for this next slide. You know what I'm saying? But this boy right here, cuz. This nigga right here, cuz. Yeah. He a motherfucking problem. And I told everybody this. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if y'all niggas remember me telling y'all this, but he a bad motherfucker.
Hey, he stopped that fool. He stopped that fool on the stool, man.
Sir.
He stopped him on the stool, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Shout out to my dog, H Money. Shout out to my boy Deshaun Brown. Man, what's going on, JB? Fellas, what's up?
Yeah. H Money had the stream going on, killed it as usual all week long.
I appreciate that, JB, man. Shout out to my boy, the boxing section. Shout out to DJ and Shelton Moore, man. What's good? Yeah, man.
Hey, before we get to Haney though, H Money, we're gonna switch gears back to him. But I don't know if you got to watch this fight with Gary Russell.
Yeah, I did, bro.
That motherfucker is a bad motherfucker.
I missed it, man. I didn't get to see it. Bro. I'll go back and watch it, but go ahead.
Lay back. This boy, listen, man, boxing is in great hands. You hear me? Boxing is in great hands. We got some great young fighters. Man, shout out to Omari, man, from the town. He supposed to come on the boxing session tomorrow, so salute to him. Hopefully we can get that thing going tomorrow. But man, listen. The hitman, Gary Russell, brother, that motherfucker, he a bad motherfucker. H Money, did you see this fight?
Nah, man. You know I'm watching Devin Haney, man. This Devin Haney day for me, man. It is all about Devin Haney today, man. I ain't gonna lie, man.
Yeah, he was watching that girl get beat on.
Yeah, I'm watching it. Yeah, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I was into the Devin Haney fight.
H, let me ask you a question, brother. How did you feel about them scorecards? Was them scorecards whack or what?
Which one, on the Devin Haney fight?
Yeah, that shit.
What was the scorecard? What was it?
One judge had it 115, 113. The other two judges had it 116, 112. I thought that was bullshit.
I ain't gonna lie. I think it's about time, man. Go ahead, DJ. I'm sorry. Go ahead, DJ.
No, I'm sorry. I was talking over y'all. My bad, man. I was just saying terrible scorecard. Terrible.
Yeah, the referee too. DJ, the referee was some bullshit. Man, I think
H Money, I just said that. H Money, I just said right before you hopped on, bro. I just said that, bro. I just said that. Go ahead, bro.
Man,
go ahead.
Hey, Devin Haney whooped his ass. Let's make that clear. Devin Haney was winning the whole fucking fight. The dude landed 2 punches pretty much, and that's it. Devin Haney never went down. He stayed up. Like this same man dropped Lomachenko, and Lomachenko's #1 pound for pound. Ryan Garcia just got dropped by Luke Campbell, and Linares beat Luke Campbell. But guess what? Ryan Garcia got praised when he got dropped. Devin Haney never went down. He won every round pretty much, bro. They some haters. Chris Mannix, DAZN commentators. Fuck DAZN. I think it's about time Devin Haney leave the zone, bro. You know what I mean? I think that he's a free agent after this. Eddie Hearn, what type of job was he doing? A bullshit referee like that? You know what I mean? So yeah, I think it's about time we leave the zone.
Times, dude. He got hit in the head in 11th round like 4 times in a row. The ref didn't do shit. I'm like, bruh. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, y'all know me, man. Kyle Davis is the streamer of all fights. All right. Now, once Devin Haney leave the zone, I'm paying for all his fights. But right now, I ain't fucking with Eddie Hearn and that bullshit that they got going on. Listen, until they do right by Devin Haney, fuck him.
Even the undercard, come on, man. We had Amari, of course. He had a great knockout, Amari Jones. But I'm going to say this. The undercard, too. Come on, man. Shane Mosley Jr. and them girls. Eddie Hearn could have did a better job.
Way better job. And they robbed Shane Mosley's son, man. Robbed him. How you get robbed in your own hometown?
Hey, was it though? What was it though? Was it a robbery though?
I think a lot of people.
I had it. Listen, if Shane Mosley's son didn't win, it was a draw.
Hey, that was a good fight, bro. That was a good fight.
It was a good scrap. It was a good scrap. Personally, I felt like it could have went either way. If it wasn't a draw, I wouldn't have been, I was on the fence with that. It could have been a draw. Shane Mosley Jr. could have won, and Quigley could have won, which he did. But I wouldn't say that fight was a robbery. That'd be one of them, as Mark Nash would say, robbery, a good scrap. That was a good scrap, man. I'm not disappointed in the outcome either way.
Hey, I don't know what the hell is going on, man.
Now here's what messed me up. I'm gonna tell you what screwed me up. I tripped off of fucking Quigley talking about he wants Demetrius Andre next. Dude, you do not want that.
Yo, Eddie Hearn is a bitch, bro. This dude just did an interview saying Teofimo Lopez should be undisputed. What type of shit is that, bro? And you Devin Haney's promoter, man.
That shit?
Yeah, this nigga just did it.
H Money. He said that before. Remember when Teofimo Lopez and his dad cornered him at some fight? He was like, "You should be undisputed, but you're not."
Yeah, he shouldn't be saying that. What type of shit is that? You supposed to be the promoter.
Pull it, H Money. Pull it up for
us. It's on Fight Hub. I don't think you could use Fight Hub videos though. Yeah. He just did it.
He was saying you should be undisputed as pertaining to Lomachenko shouldn't have vacated his belt to be franchised. So you should be the WBC champ, but you're not. That's more along the context of what he was saying.
Yeah, it's probably better for him. Not
to defend that weasel Eddie Hearn or anything, but I just want to put it in proper context.
I agree with you. I agree with DJ.
Right about Devin Haney, I got nothing good to say about these bums. You know what I'm saying? Chris Maddox, what a fucking loser. You fucking bum. You know what I'm saying? Like you are just the worst. Listen, you can't even get that man. You gave Ryan Garcia all the praise in the fucking world after getting knocked. Oh, he's a warrior of that. He's a warrior. And this, man, fuck y'all. See, that's that bullshit I be talking about, man. Like, bruh, seriously, dude.
I say he better off on Top Rank or probably Top Rank or probably the PBC right about now. You know, that's better than the Zone right now. The way they acting, the way they treating him.
Dog, they treat that man as if he's a bum. It's like, bro, he made that fight. I don't give a fuck what nobody say to me. He made that fight way easier way harder than it had to be, dog.
Facts.
Way harder.
Facts, bro.
He didn't have to do half the shit that he was doing. And to keep it real with you, he would have never got caught if he wasn't trying to get rid of that nigga like that, bro. I'm gonna just be real with you. Like, he could have outboxed that nigga the whole goddamn night. He could have did the same shit all night. Jorge Lawrence couldn't get past the fucking jack. The only reason why he was even able to get close to him is because Devin Haney allowed him to get close to him. It wasn't like he closed the distance or no shit like that. Devin Haney allowed that distance to be closed. So all that other shit they're talking about, man, miss me with that shit. Okay, at the end of the day, Ryan Garcia, if Luke Campbell had an ounce of fucking heart, you know what I'm saying, in his fucking body, he'd have put Ryan Garcia the fuck away. But he do what he always do when he knocks somebody down or got somebody hurt. He bitch up and bitch out, you know what I'm saying, and take his shit and go home. You know what I'm saying? He didn't go to the basketball court, you know what I'm saying, after he lose a basketball game, he take his fucking ball and then he leave. You know what I'm saying? And then we can't, now how we gonna hoop because you took the ball home with your whole ass. That's the type of shit that we dealing with right now with the zone.
I think Devin Haney should look into fucking with PBC right about now. I'm gonna be honest. I think PBC will be a good look. Maybe fuck with MTK Global or the PBC, something like that. I think that's a good look for him.
Take all the belts from Teofimo Lopez, then go to PBC.
Hold on, real quick.
I think that's good.
Real quick, fellas. Shout out to my dog Mark Nash. Shout out to Mark Wavy for sure. But let's look at what we got highlighted right quick. The Torres dropped Loma. T.O. did not. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So let's show Devin Haney some respect out here in these streets because
right.
What's so-called number one pound for pound. I ain't never had number one pound for pound on shit of mine, but you know, it is what it is.
Kyle, you changing colors, bro. You changing colors. Breathe, man.
I've been trying. Listen, I've been trying to be.
Bro, that fight was weird, bro. That was a weird fight. The way the referee was, what he was doing in that shit, man.
And then look, he kept breaking the shit every time Devin Haney got like under Jorge Linares to get to that body. The motherfucker breaking up. I mean, the shit was just, man. Listen, the shit was weird the whole night.
As a promoter,
here's one of the biggest problems. Here's one of the biggest problems I saw, fellas. H Money, what was you saying the entirety of the fight on your stream? Do you remember what you kept saying?
I forgot. Remind me.
You kept saying, "Be yourself. Be yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Stop trying to do something different. Be yourself." That's where he made the mistake. That's why he got caught, because he was trying to do something that he's not used to doing. He should have stuck to his boxing. He should have stuck to his boxing.
Exactly. He could have outboxed him easily. Shelton is right, but he wanted to make it a dog fight, you know, and he didn't have to do that.
But see, you know what though?
But that's what the people want. I'm sorry, Kyle. That's what the people wanted. They wanted him to go in there, you know what I'm saying, and mix it up. And he showed that he got a great chin. So he gave the people what they want. And guess what? They still mad. So if he would have fought his regular fight, outboxed them, and won by 12 rounds, right? One on the scorecards, they still would have been upset. So he damned.
So it's a catch-22 then. Damned if you don't, and fucked if you do.
And this is what I say. This is what I say. I don't know why I can't find my fucking Devin Haney shirt in this motherfucker. I don't know if I got it in one of my other bags or what, but I cannot find my fucking Devin Haney shirt. But anyway, I digress. The thing about it is, now he can go back to the old Devin Haney and say, forget what these people are talking about. You know what I'm saying? Damn what they talking about at the end of the day. What's up, son? You supposed to be asleep, my boy. Say what's up to the folks. Say what's up to the folks.
Yeah, man, what's happening, brother? What's going on?
All right. Go ahead, boy.
Hey, so look, what is his next move? Was this his last fight with the Zone?
I think so. The contract is up. I think I seen Eddie Hearn. He said he will still work with him. They said they support him. You know, but I believe, you know, that was the last fight on the deal.
Okay, so if that's the last fight on the Zone deal, what's his next move, fellas?
Man, I'm not sure, man.
The next move is Triller. That's the next move. In my
opinion. Say that again.
Triller.
DJ, what you think about that? Triller?
He's his own promoter. And he got fighters already.
Triller for Devin Haney?
Yeah.
Sure.
I don't know. Do we think Triller's finna really make that kind of move in the boxing?
Hear me out, Skip.
They need the right guy. They need the right guy to build it around. That's actually not a bad idea.
Hold on. Let me say this. He has his own promotional company. He has about 6 fighters, 6 really great fighters. Also, he could sell himself, and if he fights in Vegas or Oakland, he's selling it out no matter what. So he has the potential to take Triller to the next level. All he got to do is bet on himself. And if he could do this shit with the zone and Eddie Hearn weak ass, he could do it by himself. Fuck the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Let's
ask JB. JB, the youngest guy on the panel. JB, what you think about Devin Haney to Triller?
Oh, nah, I don't like that. I think PBC the move. I think he'll fit in right with the stable they got going on. I think PBC the move.
Yeah, PBC got some good 140 pounders. I think they got a Regis Prograis over there. They got some fights for him. Mario Barrios, tanking them. I think those are some good fights for him. I think PBC might be the move.
Is E-Money over there with PBC?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay. Yeah,
E-Money is over there. Yeah, E-Money is over there. I just don't know, man. PBC just leaves a horrible taste in my mouth the way they be moving fighters, and PBC I just don't like them dudes, man. They kind of keep everything in house.
They've been doing some good shit. You can't deny what they're doing. Go ahead, my brother.
No, go ahead.
They doing a good job with Earl Spence. Can't deny that. He got a Manny Pacquiao fight, even with Deontay Wilder. If Deontay Wilder made a lot of money, they gave him that Tyson Fury fight.
But my thing is this, H, you got 2-3 guys over there making real bread, and you got 100 and some fighters on your roster, and most of them dudes are starving. That's what
about Tank though? Tank doing good, and the Charlo brothers, they look like they living real good too.
Hey, but check this out, fellas. Let's keep it in perspective though. Devin Haney's a fucking boss. You dig what I'm saying? And Triller will be a boss move. See, he ain't gotta advise anybody. Don't gotta advise him on no shit. You know what I'm saying? He don't need it. For what? Right. I got fighters. Right. I got fighters. I got my own promotional company. What the fuck I need PPC for? I've been on the grandest stages with the zone. I already been on PPC's platforms. What do I need them for? What do I need them for? I'm already a big star. I already got the millions of followers on Instagram and Twitter. What do I
need for? So you think he should go free agent?
Fuck yeah, for what? I got a belt. I got the belt. I got the name recognition. You know what I'm saying? In order for anybody they gotta run through me. Gotta run by me.
Or even MTK Global.
Here's another thing about that too. You got to look at it. The stars over in PBC. Go ahead, Kyle.
Hold on, my bad, bro. I didn't mean to cut you off, but let me get to this comment because they got me fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Because we talk about somebody from the town right now, and I will not have this disrespect. Bruh, everybody, most people have been dropped or ever been on shaky legs, bruh. Did he fall? No. Did he win a fight? Yes. Fuck is y'all talking about, bruh? All this extra shit that y'all be talking about, bruh, is beyond me, bruh. Listen,
DJ, is Kyle heated?
Dude, they fucked up.
Hot. I told you he changed the color,
bro. Like, Nick, fuck this, bro. Listen. Y'all gonna be acting like 820 right now. You feel what I'm saying? Hey, listen, my nephew, you know what I'm saying? Devin Haney, you know what I'm saying? He's the best in the business. You know what I'm saying? He can't be beat. You know what I'm saying? I gotta hit him with the H money and shit. Listen to me, bro. Y'all got the game. The motherfucker
DJ, what was you saying, bro? What was you saying, DJ?
This would be my fear if he went to PBC. I think he get buried over there like everybody else does because you look at the stars over at PBC. They're only fighting once, maybe twice a year because that promotional company pays them so much. I'm not gonna say Al Heyman. That promotional company pays them so much, whether it be in their purse or off the table or under the table, excuse me. They pay him so much that they don't fight that much. And so that would be my fear with Devin Haney if he went over there. How active would he be? Because a lot of their champions aren't that active, man. As much as we hate it, they're not that active.
Facts. DJ's right again.
We got a troll on board. I'm allowed a troll to be great. You know? I'm allowed a troll to be great. You know what I'm saying? This is a platform to let everybody do what they do. Just, you know what I'm saying? It's whatever. But
hey,
who's your favorite fighter? Tell me who's your favorite fighter.
I can say this. Can I make one statement? I think
Go ahead, brother.
I'm sorry, Sheldon. But I think Devin Haney should look into maybe even MTK Global. They doing a great job with I'm gonna be honest, Kyle, let me say it. because they doing a good job with their fighters now, working with Tyson Fury, Josh Taylor. You know what I mean? Let me finish. Josh Taylor, who just won undisputed last week. They got JoJo Diaz. They got my boy Jamil Herring. They just met up with Terrence Crawford in Dubai yesterday. So I think that's an option too, because they do management.
That's why I was gonna switch on. H. I'm glad you brought that up. I was gonna switch reels just for a second. We know it's Devin Haney's night. I want to switch reels just for a second. What do we think about Terrence Crawford going to Dubai yesterday? What do we think about that?
I love it. MTK Global, bro. That's big right there. They powerful.
Hey, listen, boy, listen. I ain't gonna say. I ain't gonna say nothing. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say nothing. I promise. I ain't gonna say nothing. I promise that I wouldn't say nothing. I ain't gonna say nothing about nothing that's going on. All right. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna. You know.
DJ, what do we think about that, DJ?
I think if he went over there, he'd finally be with somebody who would actually try to put some money behind him and try to get him these bigger fights. That would be the underlying issue here. I think that's what our biggest problem is with him and Bob. We all know Bob really don't want to pay anybody that's not, of a certain shade. You know, you got to speak Spanish as your first language for Bob to really want to pay you. So,
or be from another country.
Or just be from another country, period. I think Terrence Crawford would have a lot of say-so, and I think that would go into his contract. If he was smart, that would go into his contract. I won't find a say-so in who I fight. You guys just put up the money, I'm going to put up the show. That's something that I didn't have over there with Top Rank. This is just speaking on behalf of Terrence Crawford. I believe they'll actually put some money behind him and try to lure an Errol Spence in, or if he's serious about moving up to 154, he'll get a Jermell Charlo fight.
Yeah, I believe so too. What you think, JB? What you think about that move?
I like it. You obviously know. I mean, Bob Arum, he only promote fighters from Eastern Europe, really. So I like the move. It's about time that Bud seek out other options, because obviously what's going on right now is not working with Bob Arum. So I like the move to MTK if that were to happen. Well, I just don't want him with Top Rank anymore, because honestly at this point I don't care where he go as long as he not with Top Rank no more. To be honest.
Hey, listen, me, man, I'm just chilling. He ain't on shit. The fuck out of here. See, here they go. Here they go.
Best Fuge, he hot today, boy. He hot today, bro.
No, because they got fucked up. It was one round. Let's get that shit clear. Because if he was so shaky, if the motherfucker was so shaky, why he didn't put him away? Okay. All right.
Yeah, Javier, I'm not even going to try to pronounce your last name. I don't want to butcher it.
No,
he's clearly a Teofimo fan in here. Clearly.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you just got to see.
All right, Garcia. Yeah. That's just me being judgmental. But,
Well, we got to see. Sometimes these people got to understand, see shit for what it is, man, not what they want it to be, bro.
Right.
Rob 87.
Go ahead.
Shout out to you, man. Whatever. All right. Y'all do me
we got Tank and Best Fuge in the house.
Hey, shout out to Big Tank. Shout out to Best Fuge in Spain. Shout out to y'all. Hey, Javier, just give me your favorite fighter. Give me your top 5 favorite fighters right now, and we'll leave you alone. If not, I'm gonna time you out and block you. So go ahead and do that for me. I'm kidding. I'm not gonna block you. All right.
Hey, Best Fuge and Tank. We haven't heard from y'all about this fight, man. Give us y'all thoughts.
But all jokes have some truth to them. So,
okay.
Right. But hey, so real quick, Tank and Best Fuge, give me y'all take. Should Devin Haney go to Triller, or should he go to the PPC or MTK Global?
Well, let me just talk about the fight real quick before we go into that. I just got on from when I was talking to you earlier because I had to take care of something. But I guess somebody in the comments was trying to talk about him getting wobbled. Look, it's boxing first off. And secondly, it wasn't even that he heard him or none of that shit. Only thing that happened to me that I saw was he got a little winded because he was sick and tired of whipping that nigga ass. He was licking it. He was lighting him up that whole fight. Shit, if you keep hitting the punching bag all damn night, you gonna get tired too. You understand what I'm saying? He was schooling him. He was totally outclassing him. So I was expecting. Me and my son was watching the fight. I was like, yeah, he a little tired. Cause when you whipping somebody's ass all night, you gonna get tired. You understand what I'm saying? You gonna get tired when you whipping somebody's ass all night. So he got a little tired, and that's when he came on a little bit. He ain't wobble him. His ass was more tired than anything else. You know what I'm saying? And as far as that, he did exactly what I expected him to do, dominate him. Because if he couldn't beat him, he don't need to fucking box. You understand what I'm saying? If he couldn't beat Linares, he don't need to be fucking. He don't need to be a champion. He don't need to be boxing. He couldn't get past him.
But listen,
so I did expect him. He did exactly what I expected him to do. I ain't expect nothing less. You know, nothing less. I'm keeping 100 with you. That's why I was telling you when we was talking. Shit, I thought he was going to stop him. He was walking him down, changed up his normal fight style, was taking the fight to him. You understand what I'm saying? Showing him what he made of. And he only going to be even more of a superior fighter after this. Of course he did what he did. And showed people that, you know, any doubts people had about him, oh, he always running around, which he don't, because he be boxing in the first place. He's showing the proof. He showed what he about. He got that thing in him that he want to be the best. So that's why he fought the way he fought. So I just had to speak on that. He ain't fucking wobble him. He got tired of whipping his ass. And I'll go to my grave saying that that's what that was. That little bit of them little, I had that fight 10 rounds to 2. And he only lost 2 of them rounds. And he only lost those two rounds because he got a little winded for lighting his ass up the rest of that fight prior to that. So that's my point on that. Now, let me go to him as far as him moving, huh?
The shot in the 10th round was at the bell. It wasn't like it was in the middle of the round.
Yeah, he had already won the damn round. He had already won the round. You understand what I'm saying? That's what happened when you whipping somebody ass the whole fight. Yeah, you're gonna get tired too. Just punching on somebody all the damn time. But enough of that already. He won.
Talk your shit, Hughes. Talk your shit.
Fuck that. Enough of that shit already. Now as far as him going or being with you talking about him going to one of these other promotions. You say either he should go to who? MTK or who else?
Or Triller. Or PBC.
Or PBC. See, any of them is better than the motherfucking Top Rank. As long as you don't go to Top Rank, I don't care. Be honest, completely honest with you, but I kind of believe it or not, like the Triller thing a little bit, since he already got his own promotional company.
Come on, man.
You understand? Since he already got his own promotional company, I wouldn't mind seeing him go that route, you know, to try something like that, since he already got his own promotional company, which he already stepped out on that limb by doing that. That might not be bad. As far as the MTK shit, fuck them. Nah, hell no. And he don't need to do nothing with them. I'd rather him go with Triller or some shit like that. And he can control things better, I think, with that, as opposed to being in that other company. Because we know what's behind that. We know what's behind them. You understand what I'm saying? And do you really want him behind that? You understand what I'm saying? Because their allegiance is to a specific group. So do you want him in the hands of that group? I don't. I would rather he be able to control his own destiny. And I think he'd have a better shot with that there at Triller, or if not Triller, PBC, but not MTK Global. Nah, forget them. That's my view on it. Whoever up next, you got it.
So listen, all in favor of MTK Global or PBC, say aye. Sheldon?
I don't want him to go to PBC or Top Rank. I think he should go to Triller or be independent, or even consider MTK Global before PBC.
No. So if it's a nay, say nay. So we can go to the next person, and then we'll go to the next one. So nay.
Nay.
DJ, PBC, MTK Global, Top Rank, yay or nay?
Nay.
Okay. Big Tank, MTK Global, Top Rank, PBC, yeah or nay?
What are we talking about?
Oh shit, we gotta let him elaborate before we skip on. So the question is, should Devin Haney go to Triller, or should he go with PBC, MTK Global?
Should he go to? What do you mean by that? Sign
So-
long-term deals with multiple
So
fight
his-
deals?
Yeah, so his
Yeah,
deal
his
is
contract is up.
yeah, his deal is up with Eddie Hearn. So we saying what you think the next move should be.
Well, do we now? What does that mean? What? Because his deal with Eddie Hearn was he was doing a joint business venture with Matchroom Boxing, and DAZN was just a distribution deal to have a platform for him to fight on. So he could have theoretically have fought on any other platform because he has a deal similar to Demetrius Andrade's where they don't have to fight on DAZN. That's just that, they're going to push everything to DAZN because that's the deal that they have with him, but they didn't have to fight on that platform. So if he can get something that's similar to that with any other platform, I do that. Where it's a case-by-case basis. I'm still my own boss. We are still fighting under Devin Haney Promotions. I still get my promoter's cut, and it's a fight-by-fight basis. But if any of the entities that you named are telling him that he is no longer going to have any DHP power, and he has to sign multiple fight deals with these entities, and he loses the joint venture power that he had with working with Eddie Hearn, then I say no. Nay. Absolutely not.
Okay. Best Fuge, we already got yours. JB, yeah or nay?
I'm gonna say this though. I like the deal that Jerron Ennis got with the networks. I'm kind of what Tank was saying. I don't want him to lose his independence. I think he should just seek to do deals with networks instead of trying to join under a Pacific promotional company. I think a deal with a network that Boots Ennis got with Espinoza and Cameron Duncan with Showtime. I think he should look into something like that.
So all in favor of Triller. That's what I'm saying. Triller is the best move, bro. Triller is the best move for him, bro. I would do a 2-fight deal or a 3-fight deal with Triller. You know what I'm saying? They got the bag, so he can make the most money he's ever made his whole entire life. You know what I'm saying? They're going to promote it well. They're going to have other fights on that card for the pay-per-view to do well. So I think Triller is the best move for him, bro. Especially because he already has a promotional company. So, hey, shout out to all the trolls, though, man. For real. But also, shout out to Job.
What Wilder's doing as well.
Shout out to Job
What do
Vargas.
you mean?
Shout out to my boy Terrence Bailey. Shout out to Kev. What you say, Big Tank?
Yeah, man. I'm just saying. In terms of these multiple fight deals, if you don't have the power that you sway already, anything outside of that is a step backwards. So it doesn't matter who the entity is. That's my point of what I'm saying. So we already have an idea of what happens if you go sign with if he goes the Jerron Ennis route. Let me ask you this: can Jerron Ennis go fight on DAZN or PBC or a top rank card? He can't. His deal is with Showtime. He fights on Showtime. He can't even, to my understanding, go to these other networks and fight on Fox.
Well, he can fight on Fox.
Okay, because of Fox's joint. I mean, not Fox. I meant to say ESPN. But the only reason he can fight on Fox is because of the joint deal that PBC has with Showtime.
Yeah.
Right. So
yes.
So that's still under the same banner. That's what I'm saying. You're limited to what you're doing. All the guys that'll fight on PBC are in a joint business deal that the PBC has with Fox and Showtime. So they share the platform like that. That would probably be the best in that regard, but still, then you still have the issue where you have guys talking about, sides of the street. But if you have your own promotional company and Triller allows you to put on a Devin Haney Promotions card, then I don't see why you would do anything outside of that. You know what I mean? Where you put on it's a DHP card, like they're doing. Like I think the card with Teofimo Lopez is all boxers, right? There's no celebrity boxing matches or exhibitions on that card that night.
Yeah, there is. There is. Holyfield's fighting that night.
Are you sure? I thought they pulled that.
No, they pulled Tarver. Holyfield's not fighting Tarver. Holyfield's fighting Kevin McBride.
Okay. And that's the exhibition fight on that night. Yeah. See, like I'm saying, that's what I'm saying. Like I would have to have it to where I have the autonomy to do what I need to do. Otherwise, I think it's a step backwards if you have your own thing. That's why I would do everything a fight by fight basis. Nobody's really worried about who Saul Alvarez is signing to at this point. It's who wants to fight him and what network is going to bid for his services to pay him to fight on their platform. And I think that's the model that everybody should be going for, as opposed to what political party I'm going to go sign with. Because that's basically what boxing is. You're trying to sign with a particular team that has political clout.
Well, here's the question, Tank. Here's the question, Tank. Do we think that Devin Haney has the star power of say, Canelo Alvarez?
You don't need star power. You need leverage. He has the leverage.
Does he have that? Does he have that?
Yeah. Yes, because what do you hear? What do you keep hearing? Whether it's ESPN, whether it's DAZN, whether it's Fox, it doesn't matter, or whether it's Top Rank. You keep hearing Devin Haney's name lumped in with all the other young talent that's 25 years old and under as a part of who's the next big thing in boxing. So that's all the leverage you need. And the last time I checked, they keep mentioning him in the top 4, especially at his division, specifically at his division, I should say. So that's not going to change when he moves up to 140. It's still going to be Devin Haney. His name's going to be mentioned along with Regis Prograis, Robert Easter, Jose Ramirez, Gary Antoine Russell. Devin Haney's name is going to be a part of any mix, whatever division he goes moving forward, because he has done what he's needed to do to put himself in that position, him and his father. So you don't need quote unquote star power. You need leverage, and all the leverage you need is people talking about you and want to know what you're doing next.
That's a fact.
Yeah. I agree with that. And what better leverage could you have?
Hold on, let me say one more thing. Teofimo Lopez haven't even got his fight yet against George Kambosos, and he's already talking about who? Okay.
Right. Because he knows he should have fought him already. He knows he should have fought him already, man. And what better leverage could Devin Haney have after he takes all those belts from Teofimo Lopez? I'm the undisputed lightweight champion of the world. So what better leverage could he have?
You're right.
Hey, look, and not only that, bro, but the person that's been calling himself the undisputed champion of the world is fighting where? On Triller.
Yeah, you're right.
And they overpaid for the fight.
Well, I can't say that.
So what did they gonna do with Devin Haney?
Get what you negotiate.
And you got to look at the fact that the reason Teofimo is calling out Haney is because Josh Taylor specifically told him in no uncertain terms, don't even mention my goddamn name until you fight Devin Haney.
Yeah. Shout out to Rich, man. Shout out to you, big dog. Thanks for coming through. Hey, listen. we didn't get to talk about it long enough. So well, let's okay. Hold on. I'm gonna talk about this real quick, and then we're gonna go back to Gary Russell, little brother, because that was a hell of a performance. How did y'all feel about Devin Haney's overall card? How did y'all feel about it? Box fan, salute to you, my brother.
I
Sheldon?
can't speak on it because I was going back and forth to see the other fights on the other networks, so I wasn't watching. Like,
give me a minute, homie. Give me a minute.
Okay, DJ. I mean, just off name recognition, Big Tank. Just off name recognition. So we'll start with DJ, then we'll go around the panel. But just off name recognition, what do y'all think?
I mean, I was interested to see, Shane Mosley Jr. just because of the name. I had never seen his son fight before. Didn't know his son was fighting, so I was interested to see what he would do. And he put on Quigley put on a good fight. Wasn't overly impressed with either one of them. I agree with what Shelton said earlier. Quigley, don't mention Boo Andre. You're not ready for that. Well, I ain't gonna say nobody's not ready for that fight, but I believe that'd be a washout. I thought what fight was that? The two girls, man. I thought that was an early stoppage, even though the girl was getting beat on pretty good throughout that fight, and I don't think her corner was anywhere close to throwing in the towel, because you saw after the stoppage, her trainer hopped in and was cussing out the ref like, what the hell are you doing? What the hell are you doing? It was like, no, fight's over. So I wasn't overly impressed with the undercard, but the main event made up for it for me.
What was the question, brother?
How did you feel about the overall card? Devin Haney's card.
Cole, the first fight, he looks like he's gonna be something. If he stays on the trajectory, he destroyed that dude like he was supposed to. The young brother from South Africa, he's nice at 130. He's gonna be a problem for anybody. I like him. I like the way he looked tonight. He got that Ward cat up out of there. The girl shouldn't even been in the ring with the other girl. The big white girl just whooped her. It wasn't even close. I don't know what the fuck the corner man was complaining about. That girl was getting smashed. So I don't know what he was complaining about. Shane Mosley Jr. was Shane Mosley Jr. Underachiever. That's just what he is. I didn't expect anything more from him. The main event was an exciting fight. That made, like DJ said, that made up the rest of the card for me. Who's next? JB?
That card was trash outside of the main event. I ain't gonna lie. Shane Mosley Jr.'s son, I heard him say in the interview, he said he want to be a Hall of Famer, and I just laughed, to be honest. But I'm just being like, you know what I'm saying? I really enjoyed the card at all outside of the main event. Like the zone, these last couple weeks, they cards been trash. Like the what was that? Canelo card was trash a couple weeks ago. This card was trash. Like I need to step it back up.
JB?
Yeah, I'm close enough.
JB for the last week?
You said what?
For the last couple of weeks?
Yeah, the last
year, nigga. The last
year. They had earlier this year though, they had a couple solid cards. They wasn't the best in the world, but they were solid. And then these last couple cards they didn't had this last month or two has been trash. Only thing I like they doing is they putting females on the cards. I can respect that. But everything else, they cards been trash outside the main events.
Yeah, it's ridiculous, man. These cards. I'm trying to figure out a great card. I think of one great card. I can't think of one that they put on that was like, oh shit, I'm so glad I seen this fight. I ain't seen one yet. And to be honest with you, I ain't seen that from none of the promotional companies. I ain't seen one card where I was like, oh shit, this is some shit right here. I haven't.
Did everybody else already go?
Yeah, that card was I don't know, it could have been better. It was crazy. They had my girl Hernandez. I thought she was retired. I was shocked to see her even back on the ring. She was in there with my man, the big cat, Leon Taylor. That's who was training. That's who the trainer was who jumped in the ring. My man Leon Taylor. I was surprised. I thought she was done. You know, I knew her from back when she was in the Golden Gloves and shit like that. I was stunned when I saw that was her fighting. You understand what I'm saying? She used to be a tough little thing, little aggressive thing, but she, you know, back in her little heyday when she was really somewhat good, because she had a little belt. She had the belt one time, but she was aggressive coming forward. But she would have always had trouble with a girl like that girl she fought tonight, the white girl, because of her style. So, you know, that type of fight I wasn't really particularly crazy about seeing. And I missed the first fight. I came in, I caught the fight with Quigley and Shane Mosley. You know, I wish Shane could have did that better, but like what's his name said, he was Shane Mosley. I don't even think he underachieving though, Shane Mosley. If somebody he said he underachieving, I don't think he underachieving. Shane just ain't that good. Period. He's just not that good. Sometimes you don't need to be following it. Everybody don't need to be following and they follow the footsteps. Should have tried something different. Boxing he ain't really got it. His father had a special gift. Shane Mosley Jr. don't got that.
Do you think it's the same reason why Mike Tyson won't let his son boxers like you grew up soft? You don't want to run into anybody like me. I don't want you to run into anybody like me coming up. You grew up soft. This ain't for you. Do you think that's what it is with Shane Mosley Jr.?
Not necessarily. Sometimes it's not even about whether you just being soft, because you can come from a decent lifestyle and be a particular good fighter. Contrary to popular belief, take somebody like Muhammad Ali. Muhammad Ali ain't come from dirt poor. His family was for a black family from the time he grew up in, relatively decent. His father owned his own business. He wasn't dirt poor like that. But you see what he became. Sometimes it's just you, the individual, and your talent. Shane Mosley Sr. had real talent, all across the board. He could really fight, and he had that gift. Shane Jr. then just don't have it. He just don't have it. It's not nothing slight against him, but he just don't have it. Like, it's just that simple.
I don't think
either, unfortunately, huh?
I said I don't think he's taking PEDs either though.
Nah, but even see, everybody keep going with that. Way before Shane Mosley, that PED shit didn't start till after he was up at welterweight or heavier. When Shane Mosley was lightweight, he was getting busy.
Shane Mosley was a Hall of Famer way before that.
That's
he
right.
35. He was damn near unbeatable.
So exactly. That's just so I don't even listen to all that shit. Because when Shane Mosley was lightweight, he was getting busy. Straight the fuck up. He was getting busy, and his talent was high on a high level. That's why he can carry that sugar title. You understand what I'm saying? Because he was that good. So I don't use that to justify. He got real talent, which his son don't got that kind of talent like that. He's got average talent. He just don't got what his father got. So, sometimes it's not just be good just to be following in the footsteps of your pop just because somebody did something. You got to have real talent. It's like if I'm training my son and I don't see a certain talent, I'm not going to let him do it. I'm like, it's not for you, man. Try something else. You got to show a real level of talent in there, especially in something like boxing. Boxing, you can die in that. You can die in that ring, man. That shit ain't golf. It's not tennis. You play those sports. You can't play boxing. So sometimes, I think, hopefully, man, I think the kid need to really reevaluate his career and look to do something else. But the card overall, I agree that the last fight it saved it, made it worthwhile. If it hadn't been for that, it would have been a trash card. I agree. You know, that the last fight saved it and helped it from being a complete bust, so to speak. I I don't even know how to use that shit. I've listened too much Kwame Brown lately, I guess, and Stephen A. and all these motherfuckers. That shit on my head. But yeah,
Go ahead.
other than that, I think that the card was a little could have been much better.
Go ahead, Big Tank.
Yeah, there was things I liked about both cards because uh, there were certain names on each card that I wanted to see. Certain fighters that are developing that I like to watch their journey. So they was on each card, so that's why I kept going back and forth. If I was going to give the nod to anybody, I got to give the nod to the Trailblazer, and that's a shout out to the Zone for putting the women in a position to be seen, not putting them on a fight position where their fight isn't televised. You know what I'm saying? They call it on a dark fight where it's just it's not even televised. Putting them in the co-main event was brilliant. Um, I'd like to see a lot more cards do that and give these ladies an opportunity to perform. You can't, excuse me, man. You can't predict what's going to happen once the fight starts. Whatever happens, happens once the fight starts. But give them an opportunity and a platform to be seen. That way, they can maximize their own sponsorships, the interest in their in what they do, and give them a chance the same way the fellas get a chance. So I really like seeing that on this card, and hope to see it more often. You know what I mean? Whether it's Clarissa Shields or Sinicia Estrada, uh, the Serrano sisters. You know what I mean? I just like seeing the fact that they got a chance to have the platform to do what they love to do, um, where people can see it. So I'll give the nod to them. Like Kyle and everybody else is saying, we haven't really seen any quote unquote great cards. Um, so uh, so that's just the thing, with boxing lately. And then like again, sometimes you do matchmaking and something that looks good on paper. Once they get in the ring, it don't look as good as it looked on paper. So that is what it is. But this card, they wanted to showcase a particular woman fighter out of the UK. So they put her in the co-main event, and that's what happened. You know what I mean? So, it is what it is. Next time, somebody else gets a shot. Maybe it's Clarissa Shields versus Savannah Marshall. Um, that's how I look at it anyway.
For sure. All right, this the last topic of the night. And then we're gonna talk about then we're gonna give out these last words and things like that. Southpaw is at an event right now, so Southpaw he ain't coming on tonight. But that's my dog, so he'll come on anytime. But he got an event that he at right now, so I called him earlier today. So all right, let's talk about it. Shelton, what are your thoughts? Oh, Pugh just left? Damn.
Oh, Gary Antoine? Yeah, he's a beast, man. He's the real deal. He's gonna be a problem at 40 for anyone. He's got speed, he's got a little pop, he's definitely got boxing skill. His IQ is up there. And this guy, the guy that whooped on Adrian Broner and got the gift decision, was stopped on his stool in the 7th round. So Gary Antoine Russell is a problem, and somebody better take notice.
DJ?
Oh man, I missed the fight, man.
Damn.
I didn't get to see it. I'll have to watch the replay, bro. I missed that fight.
All right, we're gonna give you an eye for tonight, man. Have your paper in tomorrow. Shit. Come back in, Puge. DJ, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
I got you.
Yeah, we hear you.
Okay. I was making sure. Big Tank, was you
Got
able
my
to
mic on mute.
see that Gary Russell fight?
Indeed, that
How
I
did you
did.
like it?
Yeah, he did his thing. You know what I mean? Very patient. Listened to his corner. Um, uh, like he said, his dad really knows boxing, and the shots that he landed that were open for him. Let him tell it. He was telling it all night that his dad is the one that called those shots and those how to set those shots up. And a real fighter is a fighter that can listen to the corner and listen to that perspective that the corner has on the outside of the ring and execute it inside of the ring. And I thought he executed the game plan. I thought that everything looked on point. And I like his little subtle pivots that he does to change the angles. Um, his hands are quick. They look quicker. They look quicker than probably the opponent thinks. And he's always had that power in both hands. And now I think moving forward after this fight, I'd like to see a fight with him and Robert Easter. I think that would be a great fight for both of them at this point in their careers.
JB.
I didn't even see the fight. I seen him fight plenty of times before, but I feel like he the best Russell brother, and the future bright for him. That's all I gotta say.
Okay, we're gonna wait on Pugilist, man, to get back on before we switch gears. I'm trying to wait for him to get back on. Yeah, but he a bad motherfucker, man. You know what I'm saying? I think he the best at 140. I think man, look, if he gonna get a belt next year. Him and Jaron Ennis, they're gonna be champions next year for sure. Nothing's gonna get in that way. I don't see nobody beating him.
J.A. Dixon, why you didn't like him calling out AB? AB needs somebody to
They
fight.
call out
This is
AB
a
though.
perfect fight for AB.
They asked about him. He didn't just call him out. He was asked about him.
Yeah, he didn't call him out. I didn't consider that a call out. He wants to fight him. There's nothing wrong with that. But Adrian Broner is not a 140-pound fighter anymore. I don't think that's a fight that's going to be even. That's why I didn't mention it. Robert Easter is 140 pounds. He's still at the age where he can be effective and have a future in the sport. Adrian Broner is a 147-pound fighter at this point of his career. I don't think he has a future at 140. And I think Gary Russell is going to be competing at 140 for the time being, for the foreseeable future. And he's going to be one of the guys that is at 140 waiting for Teofimo Lopez, Devin Haney, Gervonta Davis, and these guys to move up to 140. Adrian Broner is something else. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't even think AB can make 140. Can he? I don't even think he can make 40.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why I don't even mention him. I understand why they probably have personal reasons why they want to fight Adrian Broner. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I think I don't even mention that because it ain't my personal business or whatever. So me, I'm just a boxing guy. So boxing wise, I would say Robert Easter is the guy. And even and you never know. Robert Easter may get you that Adrian Broner fight if that's what you're looking for. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like when Marcos Maidana had to go through AB to get the Floyd fight, and Robert Guerrero had to go through Andre Berto to get the Floyd fight, and so did Victor Ortiz. You know what I mean? So yeah, I would just stick with 140. There's enough good fighters at 140 for Gary Russell to deal with, and I think that would be dope. Peace to
I
the guy,
think
Ricky
he's
Williams
ready.
in the chat.
I'd like to
Robert
see
Eason,
him and Josh Taylor.
his ass away from
Yeah, I think that's. I think Josh Taylor. Those guys are champions. They need to be fighting other champions and defending their belt against the contenders that they're, whoever the mandatories are. I think guys like Gary Russell, Robert Easter, Javante Davis, and these guys, once they get into the 140 division, Regis Progrades, those guys need to do what they need to do in order to get themselves up in the ranking at 140 to put themselves in a position to become champion. Josh Taylor is undisputed at the division, and his goal should be to defend whoever. If he, of course, this is if he decides to stay at 140 and not move up to 147, which I'm hearing that's not the case. But if he stays at 140, then all he should do is defend his title against the mandatory for whatever belt that is in that particular sanctioning body. You know what I mean? I don't think guys should just be leapfrogging or whatever for names. I mean, because of names and politics. But I'm hearing that he's going to 147. And then after the fight, when I seen him stand next to Mikey Garcia and seeing how much bigger he is than Mikey, I think I'm pretty sure that 147 is in his not too distant future. He probably struggling to make that 140 weight.
Also, Gary Russell, Gary Antoine Russell.
Right on cue. There go Kyle's connection. Sounding like he talking underwater over here.
Oh shit! Now this shit was doing cool the whole night.
Yeah, then all of a sudden now it sound like you over here in that movie The Abyss. Over here with the gargling.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah. What was the question?
Oh no, I was shouting out Ricky Williams, man, real quick.
Yes, sir. R-Dub in the building.
Here they go.
Don't pay no mind.
Fucking go. See, every time
I put them on the screen.
Anyway, we talking about Gary Antoine Russell. What's your thoughts on him, Pujas?
Yeah, you know how like I told you before, you know how I feel about him. You know, he that dude for me. I just think that I'm just hoping that some of the things I saw with his big bro career doesn't happen to his. I just hope that they can keep him active and let him develop properly and just let him be able to fight so we can see him fight more regularly and don't allow what happened with his big bro to happen. And I think he's gonna be that. I told you he gonna be that dude. He just need to be able to be active and fight. You don't need to be sitting around for no year or more not fighting. If they can avoid that hassle, I think he's gonna be that dude. He's gonna be one of the toughest fighters to beat from 140, eventually up to 147, and maybe beyond in the near future. He's gonna be tough, because he well schooled, got all the tools, quick hands, hit hard with both hands, go to the body and head. Very, very, very highly talented fighter, man. I see big things for him. Long as that other situation don't come into play, I think that's the one he's the one I've really been looking for. But I don't want to. I'm just a little worried about that. The way things seem to go with them at times. But aside from that, that's my dude. You know, like I've been telling you for a while. Like, yeah, I know everybody we talk about Boots, but that's the dude I've been looking for even more so. Is him. You know, so I'm so I like him a lot.
For sure.
You know,
Richard Williams, if you still on, man, hop on the panel before we get up out of here.
I agree with everything Best Pugilist said. All that is kind of grand. You know, I still be watching Gary Antoine Russell's amateur fights.
yeah,
That's still
yeah,
available on YouTube, man. The dude can fight. You know
yeah. I
what I
like
mean?
him.
Yeah, I like him too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I like the way he fights. I like all the Russell brothers that fight. So you know, he's the latest one up, and he's probably going to be one of the most exciting ones because of you know the punching power that he has in both hands.
Yes.
Just a matter of being active, staying active, and getting opportunities and moving the right way. And to me, the right way is go up the ladder. Don't try to skip steps. Don't try to put yourself in a position that you're that where you won't get fights by you know trying to pursue fights that are quote unquote out of reach at the time for where you are. You know what I'm saying? I didn't think I get a chance to speak on Shane Mosley Jr., but I think that in boxing, and Best Pugilist can speak to this as well. Uh, in boxing, you have to have boxing instincts. You can have a determination to fight. You can have either the wherewithal or desire to fight, but you still have to have what they call boxing instincts. You know what I mean? To be able to move around in the ring and know when punches are coming, know what punches to catch, know which punches to slip, and it just doesn't seem that Shane Mosley Jr. has that. He does seem like he has a desire to fight, but you need that other piece and those instincts, those fighter instincts, where it's instinctual, where you know when and where to move in that ring matters because you can get hurt. He takes a lot of shots to the head. I mean, a lot of shots because he doesn't move his head that well, and it seems like he doesn't move his feet um, in time to get away from some of the punches that he gets hit in the head with. That's from the outside looking in. When he's been in the ring on the fights that I've seen him fight in. So, you know, more power to the brother. I hope that he does well while he is fighting, or as long as he's able to fight, and he gets to make a decent living for himself and his family while he's doing it. But I don't want any fighter to get in there and especially a black man to get in there and get hurt, taking too many shots to the head. After what we've seen happen with the Ali's and Floyd always talks about his Uncle Roger. You know, those things are kind of hard to watch. Same thing with the, you know, Tommy Hearns. You know, I had a conversation with him when he was out here in California for the Tony Harrison fight versus Jermell Charlo. And even though he's still articulate, you could tell that boxing took its toll on him. You know what I mean? And I don't want guys to be in those positions if they don't have to.
Yeah, I agree. You breaking up, Kyle?
Fuck, man.
Yeah. You starting to get choppy again.
Every time, nigga, it was going smooth the whole night.
Now you good. You good now.
Shout out to Dre's finest. We about to get out of here and shit, but we'll get the final words out.
Yo, Kyle, let me just say this real quick.
Yeah.
Let me say this real quick. I had a comment tonight, right? They had this thing on Showtime after the fights, and they were showing the upcoming event between Floyd and Logan Paul, right? So I'm watching it, and I'm talking to my son on the phone because he told me to watch it. So I'm watching it, right? So as I'm watching it, and they showing the little thing while I'm talking to my son, I saw this guy walk across the screen in the background while Logan Paul was sitting in the bag. And I'm like, wait a minute, that face look familiar. So then I looked again. Then they later showed the dude face up close. It was my man Milton LaCrux. That's one of my old boxing people. He's a trainer here about 25 years ago or so here in New York, right? So I'm like, oh snap, that's Milton. So I go on Instagram. I start typing his name and his name came up, Milton LaCrux. I went to his page, I followed him, and I text him. I went to this DM and I text him, yo, what up, Milt? He calls me back on the WhatsApp because it came through my phone in WhatsApp, right? So I didn't pick up the WhatsApp because I still had my son on the phone. So I was like, hold on a second. I was trying to click it over. It went off. I told my son, yo, I'm gonna call you back. I'm gonna check this call. I saw the name, so I called it back on the WhatsApp. It was Milton. Yo, he out there. I talked to Logan Paul. I talked to his brother, and they on Puerto Rico. He put me on the video thing, and he showed me where they was at. They in Puerto Rico. Logan had just went to bed. They got this big ass house, man. The shit is crazy. It's like one side is Logan house, and the other side is Jake house, and then there's another brother across the street. He drives like a little golf cart to get across the street to the other side. And Logan had just went to bed. And Milton was, I was chopping it with him. I haven't seen Milton in about 20 years or so. So we was just chopping it up, and he was telling me, we was talking about catching up and everything. And he told me that they're gonna be. He told me, I think he said tomorrow he's gonna reach out to me. He said they're gonna do some sparring. I'm gonna try to get in on. I'm gonna try to see if he said he'll let me and my son see some of their workout over the video call. Logan Paul working out for this Floyd shit.
Man, see if you can get the show.
I'm gonna see. I'm gonna ask him if he'll be interested. Yeah, but I just before actually a little while after I talked to you, when I was talking to you, when we was talking on Instagram, that's when all that happened after the fight ended and shit. Yeah, I just wanted to let you know that real quick. Yeah, man. So I'm gonna talk to probably Logan Paul tomorrow. He said if he called back tomorrow, he want me to talk to him tomorrow. And shit.
Sure,
I talked to another brother. He introduced me to a third brother, some other guy. That's their brother. I was like, okay. So I'm gonna probably talk to him tomorrow. So if I talk to him tomorrow before we get on, I'll let y'all know, what the deal is.
For sure. Shout out to King Asia, man. Salute to you, man. The great salute to you, man. So we'll do these final words and things like that. We're gonna start with and then we'll go with yeah, man. We're gonna get the final words tonight, man. Santos, he ain't here, so we ain't doing no after shows.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, OG.
Okay, man. Well, it was a great night of boxing. Devin Haney put on a great performance. Sky's the limit for the kid. Let's see what happens next. Hopefully he gets the big fights that he needs. The Showtime card was actually pretty good. Subriel Matias at 140 is coming. So be on the lookout for him. Matias is coming. He just destroyed another prospect tonight. So it was a great night of boxing, man. Can't wait to holler at you guys next week. You know how we do, man. Much respect to the chat, and I'll see you guys soon.
For sure. JB.
Yeah. So it was a good night of boxing. Devin Haney coming out victorious. No Nito Donaire. I thought he was washed, but you know what I'm saying? Once again, proved that, he is great in the sport. So congrats to him, at 38, 39 years old. Continue to add to his legacy by becoming a champion again. And salute to y'all that hopped on the panel of the chat as usual, man. Good show. Yeah, good night.
Sure. Go ahead, Puge.
Yeah, man. No, another good night of boxing, man. You know, it's good. It's always good to have boxing on, man. You know, even when they not, even if they a whack card, I'd rather have them whack cards than none at all. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, um,
For
you know,
sure.
let's look forward to these upcoming fights, man. These upcoming fights, man. And so, me, you, and the brothers to do what we do on the boxing section and talk the sweet science. You know,
For sure.
so let's wish all your brothers start to stay safe, man. Enjoy the rest of y'all nights or morning. We got different time zones, and you know, I look forward to to seeing talking with you guys later on. Peace.
So Big Tank.
Yes, sir, family. Yes, sir. All my brothers, man. Always a great thing, man, to chop it up, pick brains with these boxing brainiacs. I always enjoy myself talking boxing in the boxing section. Um, Fun night, exciting night for boxing. Um, Split my time between both networks to uh, to watch the guys that I wanted to see fight, and you know, I enjoyed myself. Um, I just want to say, you know, you guys out here that's going to be listening to this on a replay, y'all do understand that this is boxing. Fighters get hit, fighters get hurt, fighters get knocked down, and fighters get knocked out sometimes. The 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 thing is, how do they respond after that happens? And that is the key. That is the thing that we look for. That is what determines if these guys are real or these ladies are real or not. You know, it's how you bounce back. And I was real happy to see the way Devin Haney responded to getting caught with a really good shot, a really hard shot at the end of that 10th round. Um, he did what he needed to do to make sure he came out of the fight with the victory in the 11th and the 12th round. Um, I just find it interesting. I don't know what you guys want these fighters to do. Do you want them to if because they got hurt or their legs wobbled, you want them to go out there and just take the loss? You know what I mean? There's things within the rules of boxing that they're allowed to do in order to make it through the rounds. And the referee's job is to referee, and then if they see that it's an excessive um, amount of what it is that they're able to do, then the ref will well, the ref is supposed to take points or give hard warnings so that the fighters don't do it. So, you know, at the end of the day, I think that certain fighters need to get the same respect as other fighters do when they have went through adversity during these boxing matches. You have fighters who get knocked down multiple times, like Nakatani did against Fortuna, and you know, he's the real deal. Uh, you have fighters who get uh, hurt, you know, for lack of a better word, right? Hurt, like Floyd Mayweather did against Mosley, or Devin Haney did tonight against Jorge Linares, and you know, they get exposed. You know, so it's just one of those things that we have to deal with. But you know, be respectful. At least be logical. At least know what you're talking about. If you follow boxing, you know this is part of the game. And like Kyle said earlier, if he was that hurt, if he was that wobbly, if he's the Huggy Bear and all these other kind of things that everybody wants to be funny with, how come Jorge Linares didn't just get him out of there? That's an option. Why didn't Jorge Linares go ahead and get himself a 10-8 round in round 11 and round 12? You see, you can say that a fighter held or is holding, but we've seen fighters hold when they're hurt, and they're not able to hold that long because the fighters that they're fighting against is clever enough or experienced enough to get around those clinches and get the shots that they need to get in to knock them down and get them out of there. But that didn't happen, and it didn't happen because of something that the fighter was doing. And so, salute to Devin Haney. He was able to face a little bit of adversity. I didn't have anything wrong with the way he got caught because it was in like a 6-punch combo. The last punch landed. It wasn't a situation where he was going in there being reckless. It was at the end of a combination, and he got caught with the last punch. Everything else he was able to slip and avoid getting hit with, and he just got caught with the last one. So it wasn't that big of a deal. The other shots that he did get caught with in the throughout the fight, with where there was left hooks that I wanted him to watch out for, and even Ben Davison, I believe, at particular points in the fight, told him that he was getting hit with, or to watch out for those. He was eating those when he needed to eat them, and he was blocking them or rolling with them when he needed to roll with them, like his dad told him to. His dad told him, "I need you to roll with some of those punches," and he did. So that's part of boxing, y'all. You know what I mean? At least know what you're talking about when you're talking about the sport. The only thing that I have that I would say that I would take to take away from this fight that I thought that Devin Haney could have did was in the 11th or the 12th round, not the 11th round. In the 11th round, I thought he was still recovering, but it was clear to me that it was a combination of the shot plus he was looking for his second win, because it takes a lot of effort to avoid the shots that he was avoiding, the way he was avoiding them, and to still have the offensive output that he was putting out to do what he was doing against Linares for the overwhelming majority of that fight. As Best Pugilist already pointed out to y'all can go catch the replay and watch the brother break it down already. But in the 12th round, I think that Devin Haney unnecessarily abandoned his jab, and his dad told him, stay behind the stick. The stick is going to win it all. And so if he had just used that jab a little bit more in the 12th round, I would have scored that round for him as well. You know what I mean? Because the jab up and down would have nullified Linares from coming in there even more than he did. And I got to rewatch the fight again to give it like a proper scoring. But that's what I did notice just off the bat. When I'm yelling for the jab or I'm yelling for the stick, like stick him in the stomach, stick him in the head, that's when I know that the jab ain't being thrown. But outside of that, it was a great performance. It was the best performance of his career so far because he faced adversity and rose to the occasion, did what he needed to do, and he beat a former world champion, multiple-time world champion at that. So, you know, to everybody in the boxer section that came through in the chat, salute to all y'all. Salute to everybody that jumped on the panel, and salute to everybody that's going to be listening to the replay of this.
For sure, man. Shout out to all the homies.
Well said. Well said.
Shout out to all the homies. Shout out to everybody that came through on the panel. Man, again, man, appreciate everybody that came through tonight, man. Another, you know what I'm saying, never planned, just happened to happen between my boy Pugilist and DJ. Asked me if I'm going live. I said, fuck it, I'm going live. So, shit, man, another one to the other one, same super kid, man. You know, it's always a treat when players meet. Thank y'all for breaking bread with me, man. In the words of the great philosopher, I want y'all to breathe air and live life. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to holler like we always do. Hasta mañana. Tomorrow, hopefully I get these interviews tomorrow. I'm supposed to have a Mario. I'm also supposed to have this kid out from New York. Andre Rozier is his trainer. I think it's Puerto Rican cat, but he supposed to come on tomorrow, man. So hopefully I do tomorrow on the channel, and we can all just ask some questions, chop it up. Man, appreciate everybody for coming through here, man. Really, really, really appreciate it, man. We have 500 and counting, so we're growing. If we're getting trolls in here, that means we're growing. So, man, whatever y'all need, y'all let me know. OG, link up.
Fact, Kyle.
Yes,
listen,
sir. Yes, sir.
Our Wednesday is going to be spoiler Wednesday because me and Tank can no longer see you motherfuckers any longer.
Got to put a big old red spoiler alert on the screen for y'all mofos who ain't seen the show.
Tired of having a baby glove. All right.
Yeah, no, we sparring. Kyle, we sparring with these cats.
Yeah, man. Fuck this. I come with some different ideas. Figure out how to spoil it. Try to put. You know what I mean? Fuck that. we're gonna spoil it for you motherfuckers. We're gonna do a double up, so we're gonna go on Tank's channel, fuck around we have, and come back to my channel and fuck around with it too. So, in the middle of that, we're gonna hit Mark his show. Of course, we're gonna get barbershop. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Fred, shout out to DB, and yeah, man, shout out to all the TikTok. You know what I'm saying? We definitely live, and I appreciate y'all, man. I appreciate y'all consistency. I'm working. We're working. All right, y'all, man. We're gonna get with y'all tomorrow. Hasta mañana.
Yes, sir. I got a solid idea too, Kyle. I'll make you up offline.
Hey, you know it. You know, you gotta hit me.
All right, bros. Y'all stay
All right,
safe.
brother.
Peace.
Yes, sir. You too, King. Best pugilist, Sheldon Moore. If you're still in there.
Peace, brothers. Peace.
Yes, sir.
For sure.